I'm a Muslim, I'm British Pakistani, and I'm also a drag queen. I have to fight every day just to be me. I receive constant death threats. I've heard people say my parents should burn in hell for bringing me into the world. Is somebody gonna kill me? There's a whole community that's living in Britain that is hidden. Now is the time to come out. You gotta be big, bold, and have balls of steel. How much energy you want?
Asif's sister, Sarah, has always been supportive. But his growing public profile is causing tensions at home.
What do your parents think of Asif doing drag?
I think they find it very challenging. I think it's something that's very alien to them and they don't understand it. In an ideal world, they would want their son to be married and have kids by now, you know, and that's the reality of it.
You know, if I go around to theirs, we talk about we talk about other family members, we talk about ourselves, but that's one subject that we just don't discuss.
Mum stalks you on Facebook and on you know, the computer and sees what you're up to. So I find it really interesting that she, in a way, yeah, she doesn't support you, but then she's at home constantly looking at you doing drag. I would have thought that if she wasn't supportive and she found it challenging, she would switch herself off like Dad does, but she does the opposite.
Yeah.
And I think that's almost her way of trying to understand and connect, you know?
And what about your dad?
Dad doesn't talk about it. You know, he just doesn't talk about it. He just dismisses it, really. Like, it's not something that we speak about.
I think he's talked about it once with me, actually.
Really?
And he said, yeah, he was like, oh, you know, how do you think it makes me feel seeing my son, you know, dressed up in that way? And I feel like I can't show my face in the community, blah, blah, blah.
How comes he doesn't come and say this to me?
Because I think ultimately he doesn't support, like, your lifestyle and what you're doing. Half of it is the religion aspect. And on the other side, I think they have a fear of, like, persecution from the community.
So I've just got an email from the editor at Attitude magazine, and I've been nominated for the first Attitude Pride Awards.
The Attitude Pride Awards are the UK's biggest lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender awards, honouring members of the community who embody the spirit of pride.
I really want to reach out to my parents. I want them to understand why I've been performing for so long in the Asian community. I want them to acknowledge what I've achieved there. I think the big deal about inviting my parents is that they'll see a side of me that they've never been exposed to. I'm scared because, like, my parents' opinion matters to me. I'm scared of losing them. The reality is I don't know if they're going to turn up or not.
It's the day of the Attitude Pride Awards.
It's the first time I've been nominated for something major like this, so it's definitely a big deal for me. It's come at a really important time and the right time, to be honest, because with what I've been going through, especially thinking about the scene and where it's at and my place in it, it's definitely given me a direction.
Asif's nomination is the biggest public recognition he and his fellow Muslim drag queens have ever received.
I want to talk to David Cameron. I want him to acknowledge the gay Muslims of the UK.
But since sending the letter to his parents, Asif's heard nothing.
Got to bridge the gap between me and my parents. Maybe me inviting them, or maybe me even continuing to do drag, is dishonouring them.
With his dad away in Pakistan, Right at the last minute, Asif receives word that a very special guest has agreed to join him. His mum.
I can't describe to you how happy I am. This is the best day of my life. My mum's here. I'm glad. I'm glad she's being supportive.
The Attitude Pride Award goes to Asifa Lahore.
Wow! Well, it's not every day that a Muslim drag queen wins an award.
I dedicate this award to the strongest woman and the bravest woman in my life. This is dedicated to my mum. So I just want to say, Ammi, हम आपसे बेइंतहा मोहब्बत करते हैं और हम आपको किसी चीज़ से भी कोई आपको कुछ भी कहे, मैं आपको हर चीज़ से बचाऊंगी और बचाऊंगा. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless. I love you all.
I'm happy to see my son Asif. Asif Lahore.
How do you think she looks?
Oh, beautiful. This is it. I feel this is the start of something brand new.